Coming up on this edition of Outlook TV, the unveiling of Vancouver's next vocal superstar.
Our gay history is preserved through Gable Vision.
West End Slow Pitch Association Pageant. And much, much more. Hello and welcome to Outlook TV. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Robert Mackay. And this is the Queer Magazine news show that brings you the stories that matter the most from coast to coast.
And we're going to start off this episode here in Vancouver with Vancouver's next vocal superstar.
Ooh, it's the big finale and the grand unveiling. What do you think they hand over for this kind of award?
Well, I don't think it's probably a crown. Maybe it's a golden microphone.
Or a golden set of heels.
For strutting?
Strutting the catwalk.
Hi, we're here in front of Celebrities Nightclub, and we're here for Vancouver's next vocal superstar finale. Let's go in and take a look.
It's up to you guys to make the decision who you want to win the search for Vancouver's next vocal superstar.
Considering this is my first singing competition, so I'm just hoping that this opens up a few doors, like in any kind of industry, whether it's performing, singing or dancing or anything like that. I'm hoping that it can just take me a bit further on.
Don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore.
The kind of music that I like for romance, I would say, is smooth jazz, something that's mid to low tempo, maybe something that will just get you in the mood, you know?
Music makes me feel like I'm on a roller coaster of emotions because I still get serious stage fright when I am performing, especially in contests.
I'm a unique person in a way that I'm me. I'm not fake. I do what I think is what I can put on the table. So yeah, I think that is what the judges want, and that is what I always bring so far.
I'm really drawn to British pop acts like Adele and Amy Winehouse. I find that there's like a rawness in their voice, there's a power in their voice that I'm very, very drawn to. I also like Sam Sparrow, to name a male artist. He's from Australia. And all of them just have this knack of getting to the core of the songs that they're singing.
My earliest memories of wanting to be a singer was I was a boy soprano. I was 9 years old, and I was put into a robe with a frilly collar, and I sang in churches in England. So that's my earliest memories.
And the winner is Bradley Barkman. This is John Crossan with Outlook TV.
Up next, we're going to take you to the celebration of life for Charity St. Peter's.
The first Empress of Vancouver, and Angus has a story.
We're at XYYVR nightclub in Vancouver for a special celebration of life. Charity St. Peter's, Empress One of Vancouver.
Community, tradition, kindness, artistry, compassion, integrity, loyalty, humor, and love. These are a few words that come to mind when thinking of Empress One, Charity St. Peter's.
This evening is a community event to honor the life of Vancouver's first elected Empress, Charity St. Peter's. Actually, Charity crowned me. I consider her my imperial mother. Her and Dino really took an extended family role for me and really helped me and guided me and inspired me to really be part of the community, but also to really value and cherish extended family.
Way out in space, and then she do the eagle rock, style and grace.
And we sat on the hood of the turquoise convertible Cadillac, and she was trying to explain to me how carburetors worked. For 20 minutes. And I will never forget that. It's one of my favorite moments of Charity because she could do everything.
It's marvelous that you are here for charity.
I came into Vancouver in 1970, and Charity was performing at a little club called Champagne Charlie's down on Davie Street. It's like a bottle club. Charity was there in a black wig. She was doing La Bamba, Shirley Bassey's La Bamba number, and she had this flip. Charity's famous for her flip. And I was there in the audience in boys' clothes and everything like that, and I thought, she's going to cut somebody's throat with that hairdo. I've known her for most of my drag career, actually, and she was really nurturing, really caring to me, and it was always just nice to have her around. And then when I stepped up as Empress back in 2010, it was just it was a magical feeling, and she pulled me aside and she said, do it your way and do it nobody else's way, and that way it's just fantastic, and you had fun, and I had one of the best years ever.
I met her a few times at some coronations out of town. She was always wonderful to talk to, great with giving good advice, helping me out. I was very new at the time and didn't really know exactly what I was doing, so I benefited a lot from her advice and from her great wisdom.
At the celebration of life for Charity St. Peter's, Empress 1 of Vancouver, this is Angus Pratt for Outlook TV.
We're going to have to take a little break now.
Loving proudly, keep on loving proudly, keep on loving proudly, never turning back. Loving proudly, keep on loving proudly, keep on loving proudly, never turning back, never turning back.
My name is Daniel Ramadan, and I am indeed the volunteer coordinator at community, but I'm here today as myself, as the gay Syrian refugee who arrived here to Canada a year and a half ago. This morning I woke up to the news that a child, somebody who's a man, like a young man, like 18 or 19, was texting his mother not 24 hours ago, telling her that I love you so much, I think I'm gonna die. And that's the most horrible message that a mother can ever receive. But what also made me extremely sad is the fact that everybody on the media, on news outlets, are calling this an act of terrorism. But what is terrorism? For so many people around the world, terrorism is somebody who looks like me. Brown person who's exactly like me, has my beard, has the color of my eyes. Somebody who basically grab a gun and shoot at people. And this is not terrorism. This, what happened this morning, is not terrorism. This is homophobia. This is an act of homophobia, and they should call it what it is. This is an act against us.
Thank you. Before I hand the mic back, in the poetry community we have a tradition. When there is a death, we have a moment of silence. When the moment of silence is finished, we have a moment of noise. For every noise, every word that they could no longer say. And to let people know we are here, we are loud. We will not shut up, we will not be silent. We are strong, we are a community. All right, let them hear you.
Welcome back. You're watching Outlook TV.
Up next, Gable Vision is the project by Vivo. So we're going to go way back into the 80s and dust off some old tapes. Do you remember the 80s there, Rebecca?
I'm starting to get really insulted here, whippersnapper.
Well, you chase me with your cane when you can find it, all right?
Ooh.
We are here at the Fountainhead Pub for a fundraiser for the Gable Vision Legacy Project. Are you ready for a blast from the past?
We're free. You see, I'm gay, 'cause it's really we are gay. It's every right to be.
I worked with Vivo Media Arts Center to create this pub night here at Fountainhead. So going out into the community, getting people out, getting them to have a drink, getting them to donate. Daily Extra is matching all donations to the project tonight and telling them about this amazing television program we had in the 1980s called Gable Vision, which documented so much of Vancouver's vibrant LGBT life.
Our name, Gable Vision, emphasizes that it is our vision, and that being clearly identified as gay or lesbian is a way of seeing the world in a fresh, exciting, and proud perspective.
The Gable Vision Legacy Project is a move to take these 36-year-old tapes that are on 3/4-inch U-matic, to digitize them into digital format, re-edit the sound, like remaster the sound, and then put them online on a free online archive.
The queens, the faggy types, you know, the sort of the drag, the dirty water, the ones that nobody really wants to speak about.
We started off just doing interviews with different people that were sort of small-time personalities in town and that sort of thing. We marched in the Pride Parade, of course, and things like that. We interviewed the people from the parliamentary committee who were trying to find out if we should include sexual orientation in the Constitution of Canada.
Gay people, I think, are people. I think it's very important that everyone should realize this, that they're no different to anyone else.
Gable Vision has an award for homophobia, and this month we give the Horse's Ass Award to the Attorney General of Ontario, Mr. Roy McMurtry.
I'd like to emphasize about working with Gable Vision was how much fun it was. None of us had real professional backgrounds. I'd been a child actor, somebody had been, was at the time, a set designer for CBC television. Other people worked in the Federal Civil Service. We had marriages, divorces, somebody changing their sexual orientation, a suicide, and moving on into other things.
And the men and women of Gable Vision have enjoyed making this program for you. We look forward to the future of the Vancouver gay community. We'll be there, and we hope you will be. Good night.
Up next, we're off to Toronto for the Daily Extra.
With Kevin O'Keefe.
Hi, I'm Kevin O'Keefe. Here's some trending stories from our Toronto newsroom.
Hey guys, welcome back to Pillow Talk Monday. Do we look tanned?
First up, the women from the Unsolicited Project have branched out from their YouTube channel to make their first feature film.
I have seen you poop, and you couldn't just tell me you were gay. I wasn't ready.
Adriana and Sarah, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Tell us about your film.
Our film is Almost Adults. It's a coming-age story between two best friends who are growing up, they're finishing university, and they're kind of growing apart because they're figuring out who they are as they come into their adult lives.
For more on Almost Adults, check out their YouTube channel, The Unsolicited Project.
We can do it all and have it all.
No, we can't, Danny.
And actor Barry Chung has made his first feature film, Baby Steps. The film follows Cheng's character, his boyfriend, and his meddlesome mother as they try to have a baby.
我是同性恋 ，OK？ 这是我的正常 ，OK？
I think the objection to homosexuality is actually more the idea that you can't have babies, you can't have a family of your own. Because I think passing this your family name is very important in Chinese culture. So this movie sort of solves that problem.
For more info, go to babystepsmovie.com.
Investigated their world of covens and sacrifices.
And the documentary Southwest of Salem tells the story of 4 Latina lesbians in the state of Texas who were wrongfully convicted of gang raping 2 young girls.
So much of the, I think, of the cultural hysteria about their case was really because they were gay, and so it sort of railroaded into this idea, well, because they're gay, because they're 4 women, this must be true, it must be this thing, and it must be a cult ritual.
Check out southwestofsalem.com for more info.
You know, and I gotta move here if Trump becomes president, so get ready.
And finally, Hurricane Bianca hit Toronto recently, promoting her new film of the same name.
I'm quite excited. It's been something that's been, you know, a long process for us, a couple of years, and the great thing is now finally everybody can see it, which is quite exciting.
I understand you're new here, Miss Del Rio, but it is against school policy to feed the students.
So that's why you're here. You smell food.
For more, go to hurricanebianca.com. And for more lesbian and gay news, check out dailyextra.com, our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram feed, and our YouTube channel, Extra Online. For Daily Extra, I'm Kevin O'Keefe.
We're going to have to take another little break now, but stay tuned.
And scene.
Welcome back. You're watching Outlook TV.
Up next, we have a whole bunch of balls being pitched around for the WESA pageant.
The West End Slow Pitch Association had its annual pageant where they trade in their cleats for their glamorous ensembles.
Ooh.
Welcome to the 29th annual WESA pageant competition, where the fusion of sport and drag come together for a fun and fabulous performance, and all for a good cause. This is also WESA's primary fundraiser, donating to local community charities for nearly the last 30 years.
It's such a wonderful pageant. We've been doing it for years, and every year it's just getting bigger and better, and the numbers are getting more amazing, and we raise so much money for charity. Like, it's fun. It's fun being a part of this. Fun being the reigning queen, you know? I've kind of walked in tonight. Last year I was one of these queens, just sort of sitting there shy in the corner. I've come in tonight being like, I've got nothing to prove, you know what I mean? So it's kind of nice. Chloe Ketamine and Phyllis Hall, my 2 best girlfriends, and honestly, they're my backup dancers tonight. Oh, stop it. No, keep going. We've been working so hard, and it's just so fun.
I am representing Big D for all the big girls that never thought that they could be pretty, that want to do it tonight. Representing all the rookies on my team as well. Half our team are rookies, so I'm looking forward to that. Boy name is Donovan, so it's a play on that. I am, generally speaking, I'm 180 pounds and 6'1", and Big D is just it just kind of goes with that. I'm wearing 6-inch heels today, so I'm 6'8". I'm probably at this point maybe 300 pounds with all this makeup and this wig and these lashes. So that's where the name comes from. This is my first time doing it, having a blast doing it. Decided to do my own makeup. Got a couple of tips and tricks from the websites and from, I guess, my technical drag mother, Miss Katie Harry. I think once I'm on stage and once the music is going with the lights and the crowd cheering, we'll see a different person up there. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Ms. Big D stole the show, getting crowned as the Miss WESA Pageant 2016. At the Celebrities Nightclub, this is Blake Sebastian for Outlook TV.
Up next, we're going to take you to Sienna Blaze's show, Divas.
Practice your curtsy. We're talking about the 45th Empress of Vancouver, people.
Vancouver has a long, rich history supporting the international court system, electing emperors and empresses since 1972 to carry out charitable work on behalf of the community. we're here in the heart of the Davie Village to meet the latest to be elected, Empress number 45, Sienna Blaze. So let's go find her and find out what's in store for 2016.
With the new whole RuPaul's Drag Race phenomena that's been coming up lately, a lot of the youth has been going over to YouTube, has been searching on these for these big name drag queens from RuPaul's Drag Race, and they're getting into drag, but it's all about kind of educating and taking these queens under our wings and bringing them back to what community means for a drag queen. If we can re-educate the kids and be like, hey, your performance is great, your paint is great, but let's bring back and help our community out. You have a platform, use it.
What positive stories can you share with your community?
Well, for me personally, I was a performer as a male. Like, I had a life as a circus performer, as a dancer in theater and everything like that. So when I first started doing drag, it was more of a dare. Over 10 years later, here I am. So like, it was a great opportunity to kind of get my artistic side out since I didn't have anything. Yeah, I was doing hair and makeup on the side, but this actually brought me to another level of performing, which I love being on stage. I love being in the spotlight, clearly. For me, it was all about performing, and this was the next step. Right now, it's all about reconnecting the community and getting a little hand in everything. We've picked our charities as such. We have something for the youth, something with mental health, and something just for the general community. Our focus with the International Imperial Court System is in mental health this year. So this year, one of my chosen charities is the Health Initiative for Men. So they have a very wide and broad spectrum that they provide for our community, including mental health. There's clinics there's psychiatrists, there's counseling, there's meeting sessions that you can go to.
At the Junction Nightclub every third Friday of the month. Signing out for Outlook TV, I'm Idris Hudson with Sienna Blaze.
Bye! Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for this episode of Outlook TV, but we'll be back.
Don't change that channel just yet. Remember to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and if you want to volunteer with us, shoot us an email.
We'd love to have you as one of us.
Love. Creepily.
No, non-creepily.
Oh.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Robert Mackay.
Stay fabulous, Canada.